Are you a real estate agent that needs more deals? Are you thinking of quitting real estate because your vision is not coming to reality soon enough? This video could change your entire year for you. What's up? I'm Mike Kramer. I help new agents build their business, and I help existing agents grow their passive income. We have our 5-week challenge. It starts today. Super excited if you're joining it. If you're not, you don't know anything about it, just watch the rest of this video to the end. I'm going to briefly talk about exactly how to get started. It's completely free, and it could change your entire year for you for the better. So what challenge is this? What day are we on? It's day 1, and this is the 5-week agent call challenge. I haven't thought of a catchy name for it yet, so that doesn't matter. What matters is what we're going to be doing. We're going to be taking action and how it's going to improve and benefit you. So how to sign up, just go to kramernow.com. That's KRAMERNOW.com, and you can just do a quick sign up. I don't even want much info from you. I'm not going to bug the crap out of you. You're going to get emails for this challenge. You can opt out anytime, totally free, no obligation. I'm not pitching anything. This is to help you. It's to help myself because I'm doing the challenge too, but I figure I'm going to share it with you guys, see if it will help the rest of you. I know for a fact many of these tips will, because they're not from me. They're from other top producing agents and life coaches and motivational speakers. So if I was to give you $1 million, would it make your day? Would you be happy? Would anything be able to put you in a bad mood the rest of the day, aside from, death and friends and family or anything horrible like that? Aside from, some sudden death or horribly tragic news, would anything be able to bring you down? Like the normal daily stuff that brings you down now, would any of that be able to bother you? Most people would say, of course not. I'd be happy. I'd be super thrilled and excited all day. They might, wonder what the catch is or whatnot. So let's make it $10 million. If I give you $10 million, would anything be able to bring you down? Now, it's almost a rhetorical question, right? Because people would say, no, I'd be super happy, in a great mood. Now, what if the catch was that you don't wake up tomorrow? You never wake up again. That's it. It's your last day. Now, would you rather wake up tomorrow or have the $10 million? Most people would say, I'd rather wake up tomorrow. So what you're telling me is you'd rather wake up tomorrow than have $10 million. That means waking up tomorrow is worth more than $10 million to you. If you were going to be super thrilled and let nothing bring you down, if you had $10 million and waking up tomorrow is worth more to you than that, why don't you wake up tomorrow with that same excitement, with that same level of joy and appreciation and gratefulness that you even woke up? I start every day thanking God that I woke up and for giving me another opportunity to improve myself and the lives of those around me. It's a quick thing I say every single morning, and I really mean it. I really think about what that means. And we're going to talk about the foundation of this challenge, right? So you can't complete a challenge or do well in a challenge without establishing new habits. If you want to change the situation you're in, you're going to have to change what you're doing, if that makes sense. So one of the things I'm doing this month, and I encourage you to do it with me because it's highly motivational. It's going to be a great new habit, or at least establish new good habits for you. Of course, you could tailor them to your needs. But at the beginning, I recommend just sticking to what Hal Elrod talked about in his Miracle Mornings book. You could read more about it in his book, and he's online and things like that. But it's just a quick acronym that's SAVERS, right? And of course, he changed some of the words so it spells something. So it's a little weird, but I always remember SAVERS. And that's silence, affirmations, visualize, exercise, reading, and scribing or writing. So he recommends everyone wake up an hour earlier than normal and spend 10 minutes on each of these activities roughly. And part of this challenge is learning new, more efficient ways to do things so that you can get more time out of your day, because we can't create more time, right? We can create more money, we can hire people to get our time back, but that's the irony of it all, is that we either have more time or more money, and typically it's hard to get both. But none of us can have more time than anyone else, right? Unless you're traveling speed of light or something. So the Miracle Morning, I go in order. I don't know if you have to, but I go in order. You start with silence. So I wake up, I say that quick little prayer of gratefulness where I'm just thankful to wake up and be given an opportunity to improve myself and the lives of those around me. And you sit there in silence. If you don't pray, you could meditate, and you sit there and you think about what you want, why you want it. And I should talk about the why. So, right, like I've talked about in other videos, but if you're new to this channel, new to this challenge, then you want to establish a strong why, right? That's what's going to get you through this challenge and get you through the adversity and make you persist through anything that might come up to challenge your time and try to take it away from you, you're going to need a strong why of why you want to change your life, why you want this challenge to be successful, why you want more business, more leads for your real estate business. So in that silence, you can pray, you can meditate, you can think about those things, right? And then there's affirmations. So everyone does affirmations differently. What I think is very effective and not very, woo-woo or weird or anything is to just talk about, again, out loud, why you want certain things, what you want, why you want it, and what you're going to change, how you're going to change yourself to accomplish those things. Because again, you can't change your life unless you change something about yourself and the things you're doing every day as a habit. And it's that delayed gratification of doing the right things every day, having faith that it's going to pay off, right? Like when you work out, you don't instantly see results. It's that faith that you're doing the right thing, it's going to pay off someday. So that's what this challenge is about too, is just having the faith, doing proven things that I can tell you for a fact work, and just getting better at it each day so that over time, it's going to add up. You're not going to get instant results, although it is possible. The idea isn't that. The reward is not just getting a lead and more business. It's also developing your skills, developing better daily habits. So visualizing what you want. Some people have a vision board and recommend that. You could physically put like 3 pictures up. You could probably put more, but don't make it crazy. And I typically, just for myself, I'll be honest, and be honest with yourself about what you really want, right? I mean, family is important, but we all sometimes want some fun things for our hobbies or whatnot too, right? So my vision board has a picture of a music store that looks really amazing because I have a music store online and I want to have it in person and teach lessons and share music and music education with the world. And that's just one of my long-term goals that I work on. I have a picture of The Rock, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, because although I know I'll never look like him, it's my inspiration. I think he's an inspirational person, but it's for fitness goals and just that reminder to wake up and exercise every single day. I have a picture of a really nice looking mansion that I'd love to be able to buy something like that. Doesn't mean I'll buy something that big, but I'd like to be able to, And so I have that. I have a picture of, so these are things I want to go to, right? Like it's not, if you don't have a picture of your family, you don't have to feel guilty because that's not what you're trying to acquire. You already have that, but that's kind of different, right? You need to work on your relationships every day as well. But for the vision board, you're talking about where you want to go, like what things do you want? And it's okay if they look materialistic, because the other question you got to ask yourself is, why do you want that, right? And I have my why of why I want each of those things, and they mean much more to me than the materialistic thing itself, if that makes sense. So good to go through that exercise and just visualize what it is you want and why you're going to work so hard today, every single day, because of your vision board. Next thing in Savers is exercise. So it can be quick. You don't have to run to the gym down the street and waste an hour or 2 hours of your time doing that. I like to find very efficient, effective ways to work out personally, but everyone's different. So if your time in the morning is to work out, go do that. I like to do a longer workout at 4 p.m. personally at the end of my day, or I should say at the end of my full-time work day, right before the rest of my business day. So, but the exercise I still do every morning is doesn't really spell anything nice. It's just PSSS or something like that, but it's piss. So, but it just happened to spell that. I don't spend time wasting trying to spell something fun, but maybe you'll remember piss. So it's PSSS. It's I do push-ups, sit-ups, squats, just body weight squats with my hands out and legs kind of pointed, feet pointed at like 45-degree angle, and I just do deep squats. So there's push-ups, sit-ups, squats. I do stretching, and I told you it spells PSSS. And I think that's it, really. So various stretches and things like that. You could, of course, add other stuff, but I want to make sure that if nothing else, I at least do push-ups, sit-ups, squats, and stretching every single day. And then, of course, at 4 o'clock or whenever it works for you, I do my longer workout. And the rest of Savers then is reading and scribing. So try to read 10 pages of a book. I used to just keep it in the bathroom and read the book when I was in there. And that works too, but it's good to schedule a time. And the reason I like the morning and having the book by me in the morning is because you get a lot of inspiration from these books, depending on what you're reading, kind of sets your mindset for the day. It just helps you get in that right mindset to tackle everything throughout the day. So I really like reading in the morning. I agree with Hal on that. And then scribing is is just writing. He has a bunch of ideas. What I'd recommend doing is just writing down this is super quick, writing down the 3 most important things that you need to do that day, right? And I'm not talking about normal stuff that you already know you got to do, like drop your kids off or pick them up, or, things that hopefully you don't forget that. If you do forget that, then definitely write it down. But those things were taken for granted. Like, you don't have to write down that you have to eat and do that sort of thing, right? So we're talking about writing down the 3 most important things that you might forget to focus on, that you really need to focus on and do that day. And if there's one that's just the hardest thing that you're dreading, I recommend doing it as soon as possible. If you knock that out first thing in the morning, the rest of your day is just going to go so much more smoothly. There's a saying that anticipation is worse than death, and I tend to agree with that. So just knock it out, and you'll avoid that anticipation of a negative thing. And you'll also have a positive mindset about how you were able to absolutely just crush that thing and overcome it. And it helps your mindset for the rest of the day. All right, so today's goal and assignment for this challenge, right? We can't just dive in making calls if you have no idea how or where to start or anything like that. So I want to make sure you get all the materials you need and all the resources. Again, if you just sign up at kramernow.com, right on that homepage, because I haven't developed the rest of that website yet, you'll see the sign up form. And you put in your email, you'll get all the resources and links like that via email. You'll get access to a Google folder, and we have scripts in there for what to say when you're calling. In the next video, if you just watch that, I'll show you how to get some of those resources. I'll keep it on YouTube so it's fully accessible, so you can still follow along. You won't get all the resources if you don't sign up, but at least you'll see what we're doing, so you're not wondering what on earth this challenge is all about. And hopefully you'll maybe feel like you're missing out and you're going to want to join the challenge. So I'll post all that on YouTube. But yeah, you'll get extra resources, the scripts, you'll get accountability and things like that, just to hold yourself accountable. All you need is 1 to 3 hours every single day. I know 3 hours sounds like a lot, but at least 1, right? You got to commit to something every single day. And it's supposed to be challenging, right? It's called a challenge. So, all right, guys. So thanks for watching. I hope to see you in the challenge. See you in the next video. So have a great day. Crush it this week. It's Monday. I already did all my savers and stuff for this morning, and I'm ready to go. So, but I do have a full-time job, and part of this challenge is to show others and new people that you can do this while working full-time, and squeeze in your hours and find at least that 1 hour a day. But I recommend trying to get 3. You'll see how you'll get a lot better at managing your time. So that's part of the challenge too. I'm going to go start my work day and see you guys in the challenge.